Good morning, everybody. Crazy to believe that it's Friday already. But anyway, finishing off the week strong here. So let's get straight into it. In terms of news, obviously later today we have core CPI and CPI for the USD. See, we also had PPI for the yen last night or early this morning, and the numbers were a bit lower than expected. So we closed bearish yesterday on pound yen, but looking at this, we closed above resistance here. So you could very well see price wick down and drive up. We are still in an uptrend, as much as I want to believe that we should pull back at some point. We have to follow the trend here. Okay, so looking at your 4-hour, previous 4-hour closed bullish on support here. Bullish respecting support. Your new 4-hour drove straight down. Neither of these candles really have much of a top wick, so we can expect to see price drive up here. There's a lot of confluence building for price to drive up, and maybe we retest these highs today. So clear to see that we do have a support level here on the 30-minute time frame. Right over here. Okay, and it looks like we have closed below and we are moving down. You just need to be very cautious taking sells here. So there clearly is some bearish structure. Okay, if you're looking at it like this, we had to push down, lower low, lower high, driving down. Looks like we should probably move into support here, but your hourly candle is about to close, so maybe you're looking at a fake out here. We'll just have to wait and see. Not too particularly interested in sells this morning on GJ. With that 4-hour setup, I just want to wait it out here. If I do sell, it's probably going to be below this level here, this support, for some sort of retracement back down to these levels here. So we'll see once we get there, but for now, just waiting for the buy opportunities. Closed pretty strong, bullish here on the, bearish. Bullish, bearish, oh my word. All the same thing at this point, isn't it? So we have closed bearish into this range. You could see price push down, but looking left here at this level, you've only got about, not too bad, but 15 pips or so. Really not worth looking into this. We have also broken the previous 4-hour low. I did see the setup when I stepped to my computer, but honestly I don't think it's worth it looking at the 4-hour candle here. We could flip bullish, but your hourly candle closing in this range definitely gives you a bit more confirmation. It's just that there are areas of concern within this range. It's not really a completely clean range all the way down. So I'm rather going to stay out there, wait for the bars. So this level right here is your 4-hour high. Above this level, I'll be very interested in executing on those bars. We also have this minor resistance here, which we need to be careful of, but we shouldn't have a problem if there's enough volume, of course. setup here on the 15-minute looks great to move down. Just like I say, not gonna be worth it for me. It's a Friday, so you can take things slow. No rush here today. Let's have a look at gold. Sorry, I wanted to see something here. Gold looks like we are starting to move bearish. Your daily candle yesterday closed bearish. We did, although, tap into this daily support and left quite a wick up here. So right now you are in this consolidation. Definitely going to be slightly tricky. So there's our range, okay. Right now, looks like we are quite bearish, the current market structure. Your previous 4-hour close with no bottom wick, so generally you'll see the next candle drive up, you know, quite heavily, because there's no range here to move down. So maybe we tap back into this level here, 1847. We are starting to drive up quite a bit here, but basically waiting for a resistance on gold, you know, somewhere in this area. Or a break below this support here, which is your 4-hour low, and then we should fill these wicks and possibly move back down to our next support here. So let's mark this up a little bit more nicely. No bars for me on gold. If you look at it like this, there's just so much noise here to the left. Okay, we could react to any one of these resistances, and honestly, looking at your higher time frame, it's not worth taking bars. So absolutely no bars here on gold today. We are waiting for a resistance to form, or we are waiting for a closure below support. So we are reacting to that level there on a 15-minute, and you can see here there's been quite a few reactions to this level at 1846, but we'll wait at this point for probably a close below support here. Yeah, your previous hourly candle closed bullish, so I want to see a break below support, or possibly a hourly bearish candle forming in this area or slightly higher. Realistically, this level is probably a lot better to take sells below 1842, 480, but we'll see what happens if an entry presents itself on the break of this level. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Below 1839, you've got a beautiful range here moving down. That's going to be your move if you get below the support here at 1839. That's your money maker out there. It could come later in the day, maybe at CPI, but you got really clean flowing traffic in that zone. So a closure below 1839 and should be tickets, but you need to kind of be in a time of volume. So New York session near CPI or after CPI, if you're closing in this range below support here, there's a very high probability you drive down to 1829 or 1830. So we are waiting for a resistance to form here. And we got sells below support here. I don't really see us closing below 1839 in our session today. You do have high impact news later in the day, so you just got to be aware of that and kind of take what you get in the morning, because things may be slightly slow as we wait for that data to be released. Let's have a look at GJ. So yeah, GJ, you know, I think good call to stay out here. You can see it's having a pretty hard time at the moment driving down. You had a small push here, but your 15 minutes is kind of pulling back here. And like I say, that 4 hour, you need to be aware that 4 hours is going to drive up at any point, or could drive up. I mean, who knows? Who really knows? We're just working with probabilities here, so can't really say. You know, I know where the market's going to go. Just saying, there's a very high probability that we drive up here. We are tapping into an area of rejection. You know, looking left here, we didn't close below this support. So yeah, maybe we form that wick on the 4 hour, drive back up. I suppose maybe, I want to say maybe fake hard bars within this range, but you're probably going to be a lot safer to wait for a break of that 4-hour resistance, just to get that higher time frame confirmation that price is ready to drive up. We'll see if the time comes. If it looks right, we could have bars within this range here. Let's see how big it is. 30 pips. Definitely got enough range here to take bars. Obviously, got a minor resistance here. So we want to see a break of that level. We'll just wait and see how the 30-minute candle closes here. Right now the low time frame trend is bearish. So you really just have to wait for that shift in momentum. We need some solid bullish candle closures here. You know, either back in this range or above resistance. Right now there's nothing to do. If it drives back down to support, that's fine. It very well could. We do have levels to be careful of, so not going to execute on that. Looking good here. The low time frame structure looks good to move down here. Got a lot of rejections at this level. Okay, I was thinking if we break this previous 15-minute low, maybe we start to drive down. You'll see that a bit more clearly here. We got some bearish momentum stepping back into the picture, and we could begin to drive back down here. But at this point there is about 12 minutes to the new 30-minute candle, so we'll wait for that 30-minute candle here. Still think it's going to be best to wait for an hourly candle closure, but that's not to say that you cannot get the setup here on a 30-minute. All your time frames right now are bearish, so hence we're not going to take buys today on gold. There you go, broke the low of the previous 15. Got about 10 minutes here, so we just wait. We'll wait and see. Also keeping in mind, I'm putting a lot of emphasis on the 5-minute here, which, if you've watched the stream, I don't look at the 5-minute too often, but I have started to look at it a little bit more in terms of entries. So we're not going to execute on this 5-minute idea today, but that's nice to see it playing out here. But that's fine. We did want to see a hourly candle close bearish at resistance or below support, so we are just waiting here. If we watch this play out a few more times on a 5-minute, you know, maybe I'll implement it into my plan a little bit more rigidly. GJ just sitting. It's nice to see the bearish momentum kicking back in here, so we should have some nice sells here this morning.